What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we're talking about XRP today, man, and what a day it's having. From open to close, we're up 74% right now, and overall it's had a move that has been about 100% to the upside. That's ridiculous, man. That's crazy. All of this came because XRP, I don't know if you've heard, but and you probably have, XRP news. Let's just go for it. I said new. I meant to say news. There we go. XRP coin surges after judge delivers a huge win to Ripple. Now, if you're looking at this, and the fact that CNBC is posting this, I actually might say, hold your horses, guys. This might not be as good as we think it is. But if you're looking at this and you look into the story more, they actually didn't. It's not a huge. I mean, it is a huge win for crypto, all in all. But XRP didn't win the case. They won parts of it. They lost parts of it. You know, they were found innocent on parts. They were found guilty on parts. You know, and it's definitely a win for crypto because we have some kind of regulatory framework now in place, and that's why if we go, you go to CoinGecko here. CoinGecko, it's a website that has like the top 100. I mean, you can go through. It has all the coins evaluated by market cap, volume, blah blah blah. But if we look at the 24-hour, XRP is at the top. Stellar Lumens is at a 68% pump today as well, which is kind of crazy. Cardano having a day as well. Bitcoin is way down the list. Let's see. Yeah, way down here. Only 4.6%. But all in all, guys, it's a great day for crypto. It's definitely a good, a little bit of clarification at hand. I want to address something real quick. Where we are right now in the price. If we close here, we have 4 hours and 3 minutes left in this day. If we close here, we're going to be basically, I have this line. Let's see, I'll put it right there. I have that line right there. We'll be closing at this white line, and anytime, I want to go back in history and see what XRP has done anytime that we've been at this white line. Here was the first iteration, right? I mean, the most recent iteration, I should say. And we had a very nice day as well. We actually moved up, what was that? 44%, not nearly as dramatic as we have today. But you can see that where we peaked here, it was about halfway through this move, right? If this, all in all, was like a move, this all together, where we peaked in the RSI, which was right here, that's about halfway through that move. If we go to the last time that we were at this line or above it, the first peak that we had, the very first peak that we had, again, if this was a whole move here, your first peak was right here. That was a little bit over halfway, but still, you had a lot more of the move to go. You go to this one here, okay, this time, you did peak right here on the RSI, your first peak, but it wasn't halfway through the move, but you did still go up higher afterwards. You still went up a little bit higher, but it's not the same as what we just saw previously. This is close enough. It didn't touch the line. Maybe we shouldn't count it. I don't know. You did go up technically the next day, but not by much, and then ultimately you did go higher, but then ultimately lower. Yeah, close, but not quite there. I mean, I guess the first day that you got, really the first day that you got close to this line would have been here at the top. And you had a very big wick actually, so that should have been a sign, different to what we've seen so far. You've got your peak here that touched the white line. This was halfway through. There's no wick to the upside, right? Here, same thing, halfway through, but there's no wick to the upside. Whereas over here on this one, you've got a fairly big wick to the upside. It's kind of different, right? And then here you've got your peaks. The first peak that we received, because we're in our first peak right now if we're going to get multiple. Same thing, very big body, no wick to the upside, and again, if this was a whole move, that's like halfway through the move. So this could spell good things. This could spell continuation. The one thing I have that's holding me back is there is a wick to the upside here. It's not a tremendous wick, but any of those other iterations, they didn't have much of a wick at all. The wick was actually very small. This is a pretty sizable wick for the move that we've seen relative to anything else that we've compared. If this is like most of the moves that we've seen, and we were to close here from open to close, we might be a little over halfway through the move. So let's say we only increase like 30% from here, 38%, whatever, which that would mean that this is a lot more than half of the move. But I think, we'd put it right there. There we go. That would still take us well above $1.10, and I think that could happen. My bias at the moment, after seeing a pump like this, it's anything but wanting to get in. If anybody has FOMO, they're feeling like they want to buy in here, man, let me just talk some sense into you, right? This is where you buy, this is where you sell. Buy low, sell high. If you want to buy now, you need to get over yourself. You need to accept that, you know, you're late to the party. But if you don't want to accept that, you know, there is a possible chance that we might only be halfway through this move. But further looking into this, if we like really look at how XRP has performed in the past, anytime that you've had a sizable moon move, it's given a lot of it back. You know, it took 1, 2, 3 weeks here to form its top, 4 weeks, I guess, and then down. You had a big move up, took 2 weeks, and then down. One big move here took 1 week, and then down. You went a lot down. 1 week up here, you kind of staggered for a few weeks, and then down. Big move up, big move down, big move up, big move down. This one looks small. From top to bottom, 51%. 51% of a drop. You went up, you went down. You went up, you went down. You know, you went up here, you went down. I would expect, just like Bitcoin Cash, if anybody's seen my videos on Bitcoin Cash, just like that, I would expect that we will see somewhat of a sizable retracement from XRP. So if you're feeling the FOMO to buy here, you might feel it more if this move isn't done and it continues up, but take solace in the fact that, you know, over the coming month, you will likely see prices back around this level, if not more likely lower. I don't expect that we're going to go, if we go below this purple line, man, we could go below it again. I don't know, if we do, it'd be something like this, but I don't know. Maybe just disregard that. Let's see, from a topping point here to a bottoming point, measuring this fib, we went up and touched the 1886 on the, I mean, not on the dot, but close enough, man. That's a very deep extension. It would be totally normal, you guys, whenever you see this kind of behavior, to go back to the 1272, to go back to the 1618, which we're at right now, the 1414. You know, find support in these kind of areas before continuing higher. You know, the volume that's coming in, it doesn't look significant on this chart, but this is the Kraken chart, so there's not a whole lot of volume. If we look at the daily, you can see this is significant volume. It's definitely higher than the relative days, so this is definitely a legitimate move in my opinion. But I think the news, the headlines are being a little, token was a security sometimes. Token was a security sometimes. I think that's better, you know, not a huge win, right? It's token was a security sometimes, a judge rules. Something like that. It's a win and it's a loss. It's the same, you know, it's not the same thing as just like they beat the SEC. They didn't. They didn't get beat out by the SEC, but the SEC didn't take a straight L either. And the news is painting it like it's this great thing, when really I think for a lot of coins in crypto, it's gonna, you know, the crackdown is gonna start happening. There's gonna be a lot of coins that are probably gonna be illegal to trade. So that's actually not too good for crypto overall, but it is good for crypto overall in the sense that we have some regulatory framework. You know, we have a map of like how these things should be designed or promoted, whatever. From top to bottom here, from the last cycle's high to this cycle's low, wow. Wouldn't you know it? You found resistance right at the 618. You tipped that, man. Literally tipped it. It is not uncommon. It's very, very not uncommon to, once you find resistance here, to come back to the 0.5 or even to the 382. You could come back to the 236, but man, you had enough time on the 236. I doubt that you see prices that low again, which would mean, you know, I doubt you see prices below 50 cents for XRP probably ever again, honestly. You probably just don't see them ever again. But could it go below 60 cents? I think it's possible. You know, it's totally possible. Below 70 cents, yes, I think you might. If you hold this 50 line at about 75 cents, you know, that would look really good. If you have a retracement from here, and again, I know I might be a little bit confusing in my video, but I do think we're going to see some kind of retracement in this. I don't think that we're just going to go straight up from here. You know, even if this is halfway through the move, like we did see on some of these dailies, even if it is, we're going to keep going back, man. I need to zoom it out. Even if it is halfway through the move, we did get a little bit of a pullback here before moving up. So I would think, you know, any person who wants to buy here, maybe just wait, man. Wait till tomorrow. Wait till, you know, like just wait a little bit. But it's not financial advice. That's what I would do. You know, if you were my friend, I would just tell you that. I'd be like, hey, guy, you know, it just pumped up 100% today. Maybe wait. Don't buy it after it pumped 100%. You buy it before it pumps 100%. You know, especially finding resistance at the 618. This is not a bad thing. Finding resistance at the 618 is really not a bad thing, guys. It's actually normal. It's the golden retracement. You can see we had resistance levels here, support even here in the past. This was a peak back over here. It's a totally normal area to find resistance, at least on this chart. So where would we look to find support? Well, last time we were in this price area, the support came down, surprise, surprise, around the 382. It even wicked a little bit below it, but you did close right around the 382, if not slightly below it. So again, around 60 cents might be the play for a buy, for the next buying opportunity on XRP. If we look, you look back here, this was the closing high over here. Again, that's slightly below this 382. It's right around that 60 cent area. You got some wicks in this area as well. I like this, man. So I do think XRP has a little bit of retracement, but man, enjoy the day while you have it. If I, this isn't financial advice, none of it is, but if I was holding XRP, which I'm not, if I was, this would be a good area to take profits in. Maybe don't take all of it off the table, but take some chips off the table. Maybe take all of it off the table. I don't know. Whatever you prefer to do, it's your money. But man, looking at this thing, it's a very fantastic move up to the 2272 there. But anybody that's been in XRP or has paid attention to it knows that this thing likes to pump and it likes to dump. So it definitely does that. I would expect that a dump is coming. This might not be the end of the move, but again, the one thing that has me thinking that we might, unlike all these other times where we saw the RSI peak up here, the one time that it peaked at the white line and it didn't proceed to go higher, we had a pretty sizable wick on the daily candle. And this one isn't as sizable, but all of the other ones where we were halfway through the move or where we were getting ready to continue higher, we didn't have a wick nearly this size either. So, and pair that with the fact that the news, in my opinion, these headlines are misleading. Pair that with the fact that CNBC is bullish on XRP. That makes me a little skeptical, you guys. That makes me a little skeptical. If we look at it on the 4 hour, very overbought. It's good to see. It's not a bad thing. It's okay to be overbought. I wonder, looking at it on a monthly, I mean, this is kind of a common area that you would find resistance at for sure. Like where we're at now, not where we were up here, but like where we're at now. So I wouldn't want to buy here personally. I would feel more comfortable at least buying around 65 cents or lower, around between 55 and 65 cents. That's my genuine opinion. The fact that we rejected this 618, again, it's very common fib behavior to stair step your way up. You go, you found support on the 0.069 here. You found resistance on the 236, support, and then resistance, and then support, and then resistance, and then support. It's very common to stair step your way. That's a crappy little zigzag that I drew there, but that's very common fib behavior. And with that, I think that's all I got to say, guys. I definitely, good job XRP Army, good job XRP, good job winning part of the lawsuit, but be aware, guys, read into this, actually read into the article itself, because, or on multiple articles, form your own opinion. Don't just let the headlines form it for you, because that's what they want you to do. Buying up here might not be a good idea. Buying the highs, you don't want to buy the highs, you want to buy the lows, you want to sell the highs. This might be a good profit-taking point, especially finding resistance on the 618. The day has not closed. There is about 4 hours left, so a lot can happen. I mean, this thing only took 1, 2, 3, 4 hours to pump 100%, so we got 4 hours left. It could definitely go higher from here, but let's see how the day closes. If you can, especially, I would take away this immediate retracement idea if we can close above the 618. If this can pump and close above the 618 by the end of the day, which is right around 95, 94 cents, if XRP can close in the next 3 hours and 51 minutes above that, then I would say it probably is good for more immediate continuation. Maybe you get a smaller retracement, like a 15 to 16% retracement, but ultimately you probably would go higher from here. But at the moment, just with what's presented, the day hasn't closed yet, I would be inclined to be bearish. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.